The views and opinions of the producers, hosts, and guests in the show do not directly reflect the official stand and policies of the management, the network, and the company. Discussing sports in the Philippines and around the globe. Straight talk with a touch of humor. Get the latest from athletes and sports leaders themselves. Sports Bytes Philippines has got you covered. Sports Bytes Philippines brings you different guests in each show without sensationalizing, just the truth.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the special edition of Sports Bytes Philippines. We go a bit international, although this special guest we have right now is Rica Filipino by heart. For today, we have a very special friend. He's the strongest Filipino and one of the strongest on the planet. But deep inside, this guy is so cool and so kind, you will be surprised. Now, before we call on him, I'd like to call my two co-hosts for the evening. First off, we have Rica, Baby Dynamite Aquino.
Hi, hello, Direct Brian. Hello to our viewers. And as always, I'm excited for our episode tonight.
Your English will be tested tonight, Rica.
I am starting. That's why.
Speaking of English, let's call on our other co-host. No other than our lovely beauty queen, Thea Cenarosa.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Oh.
Bulaga. Hello, Maria. Hello
Testing.
to testing it. Hello to the viewers. So I'm so excited for this afternoon. I think my English will be challenged at the same time.
You know what, Rica? Thea was offline the whole afternoon. I think she was sharpening up her English.
I was actually preparing my vocabulary for tonight.
All right, so let's not let him wait any further. Let's call on my good friend, GAWAIN, JONSTONE.
Hi everyone.
Hey, brother. Long time no
Hey
see.
man. Yeah, damn COVID has stopped us from catching up and hanging out. Unfortunately,
Yep, you still owe me a tobacco.
I do. So long as I don't get arrested, then it's all good.
Oh, stay with me, you won't, bro.
Yeah, cool.
So anyway, bro, I talked to you last year. We were still in the COVID. I think we were
Yeah.
with my other friend, Irvin Witin. So how has anything updated on your end since then?
Yeah, I mean we're out of COVID now. We're pretty much all the way back to stage one. which is fantastic for our economy and fantastic for our small business and communities. Obviously, in the fitness community, it's one where it's heavily affected. But it seems that we're in a position now that we can continue to grow and learn from the previous experiences, and hopefully prosper as a result of it.
Okay. And how's work, by the way?
Oh man, the financial services. So for the my two astute co-hosts there, I'm also a banker by trade. So not only am I a semi-professional lifter, but I'm also a banker as well. The housing market, as a result of COVID, has, particularly here locally in Victoria, has boomed, and it's kept me very busy. So from the banking perspective, it's a bit crazy. A lot of people looking to take advantage of market swings and changes in capital and changes in values of securities. So I'm always kept on my toes, and like I was saying, the ever evolving fitness market is something that is always very close and dear to me, and obviously I will always be involved.
All right, bro. So, bro, are you ready for the
I'm ready,
questions?
man. I'm ready for anything as always. I'll make sure I speak very and articulate very slowly to as not to throw our two co-hosts.
All right. Well, usually here it comes, bro. The
Oh
first
my man.
question will be thrown by Rica.
Yeah. So hi, Gawain. Hello.
First question, no pressure.
No pressure. It's an easy one. So I
Okay.
just want to know how you feel or what you are thinking when you hear people say it's the Filipino strongman, or it's the strongest Filipino man of all time. So what does that feel?
Yeah, it's probably it's something that is is truly deeply an honor. I think it's something that I've been the best. I've been the strongest powerlifter in Australia before. And I probably is one of those things where I really sort of took it for granted. But to be defined as our strongest and most, our best powerlifting athlete of all time, or at the moment, because surely someone will hopefully knock me off one day. It's truly an honor, and I take it very seriously, because I'm fully aware of where we stand in a world level. I'm fully aware where we stand, both obviously from a sporting perspective, but also an economic perspective. And it's something that I take on board, and something that I will forever continue to help and leverage to ensure that the rest of us are obviously profiting from that and benefiting from that.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm next.
Follow
I'm next.
that.
So,
Follow that.
well, um, so I'm just wondering, what is next for you? I mean, you had the record lift, and are you aiming for anything heavier?
Yeah, always. I'm in the middle because of COVID. Training was a little bit different. I had to be able to adapt. I had to be able to pivot, and really, COVID gave me an opportunity to really sort of refine other skill sets within my game. So, at the moment, I'm about 8 weeks in, 7 weeks into sort of like a mini sort of prep, where I'm just sort of beginning to sort of refine my competition lift skill acquisition phase to be able to go into a full one preparation. So the goal for me is to potentially compete next year, and then potentially do some guestings. Hopefully Southeast Asia will open up, so I can obviously make some appearances. But from a specific weights perspective, I really want to know what it feels like to squat 500. I really want to know what it feels like to have that on my back. So that is a lifetime goal at the moment.
Mhm. So, if I may, for the viewers,
Mm,
can you tell us what record lift you are holding right now?
sure. So I am one of a dozen men all time to squat 1,000 pounds raw. So that's 455 kilos with just a belt and knee wraps. I have my best competition bench is 215 kilos, and my best competition deadlift is 390. So it makes my amalgamated total 1,040. My best competition free lift is 1,040, which puts me. I think I still might be in the top 20 all time. So
Wow.
we're still hanging in there. My past couple of performances haven't been fantastic, so I'm in a position where it can only be better.
Yeah. I mean, the pandemic really helped you this
Yeah,
to
it did. It
really
did.
help build your body up. I cannot
Exactly
imagine
right.
me carrying those heavy weights. I'm like,
Well, I coach. It's great because it's funny you say that because I coach a lot more women now. Women who are
oh,
looking to empower themselves and get strong by themselves.
wow.
I've got a couple of women, young women as well, who are of Muslim religion, which is amazing in
Yeah.
itself. From a self
Mm-hmm.
empowerment perspective, that's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not limited just because you're Malian. It doesn't matter. So
I'm actually
Even me,
thin.
I'm
even you.
I'm 5 feet tall, going.
That's okay.
But
That's okay.
That's okay.
In
Wow,
some
it's.
countries, you'll be a giant.
really?
I'd love to go there. Yeah, but that was, yeah, bringing it up that a lot of women are taking into powerlifting, because I saw a
Yeah.
lot of women like posting about it and saying how it empowered them, how it gave them so
Yes.
much sense of like control and power. So it's
Self-worth is another thing, the big
self
thing as well.
worth. So it's really a great sport, not only for
Yeah.
showing like your physical strength, but also it
hmm
empowers
Mm.
you.
And that's what part and parcel of what I've been trying to do over the past few years. Is really sort of hone in. Obviously, specific at the moment with the Filipino communities around the value in this, and not necessarily just a competitive perspective and your ability to compete, but from a training perspective and the value that it adds to you in your everyday life. The heightened level of self-worth and self-value, the goal-setting tools and skills that you'll pick up as a result, are all things that we can take on board to make ourselves and make better choices day by day.
Yeah.
So that whether you're a 5 foot, 4 foot 11 Filipino girl, or like me, you're 6'2", 200 kilos. Whatever it is. We can find ways to be better and be better together.
Yeah.
That's
It's
beautiful.
actually
That's
about
yeah,
about commitment and the
it is.
the willingness to really improve and
Mm.
carry those heavy weights.
Yeah, exactly
That
right.
is
It takes commitment, right? You've got to be on it every day if you truly. And that's the thing. Like, we live in a society now where we're run a lot and derived a lot by social media.
Yeah.
The lifters that I have, and whenever I get the opportunity to speak at events, it's about a choice and it's about intent, and that choice is to be, is a choice to be great. To be. For me, it's to be the best GAWAIN Johnston I could possibly be with whatever that may be. That's my choice. I choose to be great.
that's yeah,
That's
and
it's really a powerful message. I chose to
it
be
is.
great. I mean, I think
Right.
it's a big impact for all the youth. If ever
Mm.
if for example, I'm a teenager and then I hear something like that from a well-known person and one of the strongest men on earth, I will be
Yeah.
like, I will put that in my mindset that I have to be great.
Yeah. Because you choose to, and no one
Yeah,
else will do it except for you.
yeah, that is so
That's
true.
Mm.
and also it's not only the. I think what makes it such a great sport is the process itself. I think
The journey.
the process empowers you. It's the journey. It's not really the
Mm.
end. The journey itself is
Yeah.
the reward,
Yeah.
instead of just being
Because
like being able to lift, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you're so right. You're so right. It's funny that you say that because we learn in life that our failures and our mistakes are really opportunities for us to be better and to learn from them, right? And it's no different from the correlation between life and obviously powerlifting. Training and sequences and things like that. We're training ourselves day by day to be able to overcome. And then we're doing the exact same thing with life. We go to work, we go through our daily trials and tribulations in order to be better tomorrow and be able to pass on to others.
Yeah. I think it
But
applies. But what?
yes,
But
yes. No,
what,
no, no, no.
Rudy?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry,
So
sorry.
I think that's I actually advocate about sports. Like I really think that sports can really help and make a big impact to
Yep.
a person's life and to being a mature person to into facing the reality. What's the real life aside from school, aside from playing like this, and then when you grow up, what you're all equipped because you've experienced that when you were playing, when you were preparing
Mm,
for games, and the
mm,
pressure, the coaching, and everyone. Yeah,
hmm.
so I really think that sports is really a big thing.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if it's powerlifting or it's
doesn't
netball or
matter.
it's boxing. Yeah,
Exactly. Well, and look, like you said, like it could literally be anything. Sports is an advocate for an advocate for us to really learn and create an element of humility here, so we can be better.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
but we are excited actually to see you in action. So we have a video here
Okay.
from your IG. So we want to show our
Okay.
viewers
Okay.
Gawain Johnston in uh, his element.
Sure.
Oh. Oh. Grabe yung adrenaline dyan, really, no? I can feel the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, we see a
Yeah.
familiar face right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. How was that experience going? Like just being what were you, if you can remember, what were you both talking about at the time after
You
that
know what?
feat?
It's there's so many funny stories that are going to come out of this. So that's not the first time I met Arnold. The very first time I met Arnold was a few years before it when I squatted 400 the first time. So at that time, it was there were no other Australian-born man had ever squatted 400 before, and I was the first. And Arnold had come over to just by complete fluke, just to come over to watch the powerlifting for a moment, and I happened to be the last lift of the last squat of the day, and then he came and watched, and I didn't really realize that he was there because I was obviously focused on what I was trying to do. And then I remember just taking the bar out for 400, firing up all the way to 12 out of 10, and then just blasting it as fast and as hard as I possibly could. And it moved so well that I was just that adrenaline rush, that adrenaline dump, and I was fired up. And then if you were to find the video later on, I slammed the bar back, and I was just like, I don't know, I lost my mind. I stared down Arnold, and I high fived him, and I nearly kind of hurt him at the same time. So it was pretty funny. But I've met him a couple of times after that. He come to watch the powerlifting, obviously watch the lift, and just so happened that was probably the third or fourth time that I've watched it. That I've shook his hand and had a very, very quick chat with him. To be honest, what we said that time, I can't remember.
But that was such a
Because
strong grip you had right there.
yeah,
That was such
yeah,
a strong.
yeah.
It was like I felt
You know
that
what the
very
you
powerful
know what
grip.
the funny thing is, right? My one of my truly best friends was next to Arnold as well, and he put his hand out, to high five me as well, and I missed him, and I high fived Arnold, and like now forever, there's a photo going around on Instagram with him with his hand out, like left, like help. Why don't you shake my hand? What do I do with my hands?
Don't worry, it has happened to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
But he's a great guy. The conversations that I've had with him, he's very he has a great memory. I'm so surprised he remembered who I was, because obviously it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So he's a really nice guy. He's very very motivating, very uplifting, and he is in the position that he's in, and he's had the successes that he's had because of who he is and his work ethic. So it was a pleasure to perform in front of him a couple of times now.
And it's actually amazing that he's still involved in the sport, like actively supporting lifters. Has he always been like that? Even
So like he his passion is obviously one of his passions is fitness, and because he's such he got his big breaks in Hollywood as a derivative from him being Mr. Olympia. He's obviously a massive advocate for it, and he obviously has the time and the opportunities and the connections to be able to have these big competitions around the world now. So it's a blessing to have someone with the influence like Arnold to be able to advocate on our behalf. Something that's that I'm looking to try to do. We nearly did it in Iloilo in 2019. What's the name of the National Day in Iloilo? I was planning to come back for the National Day, and we have like a big
National Day in Iloilo.
Yeah.
Maybe BB will know. A festival in Iloilo. Now she's asking.
Sure. It's like the National Day, Independence Day or something. I can't remember.
National Day, or is it a festival? Or I'm not really
if you
sure.
say it, I have to ask my friends. Again,
Dinagyang.
Yeah, maybe, right?
If it's festival, it's Dinagyang.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Okay, Dinagyang. It's like Sinulog in Cebu, and there's a lot of happenings and celebrations.
Yeah.
Maybe that one.
Yeah, we were trying to do the same thing for that weekend. So we're getting there very slowly again.
Okay. Maybe next time when COVID is not it's gone already, you can go back in Iloilo and experience Dinagyang.
I will. Yeah, I definitely will. Iloilo is so beautiful as well, so I can't wait to go back.
It is. Especially now. They've improved a lot. Really a lot.
It's very very modern. I was very surprised when I came back.
It is. It's they said that it's like mini Singapore, but
Yeah.
And the food is
super.
It's great.
Have you tried the seafoods in Iloilo?
What did I eat? My friend had a restaurant that I went to when I was there. I got sponsored by a couple of restaurants, which were great.
Wow.
Not so much the seafoods, but it's just like the array, the difference, the choices was amazing in Iloilo, and it was really good quality as well, which is great.
Yeah, I bet you've tried also bak choy.
Bak choy?
No.
What's the bak choy?
Yeah, it's like noodles, and there's like chicharron.
Yes, I did try that in a noodle place. Yeah. I did.
It's the best food also in Iloilo.
Yeah,
okay, hi Iloilo. Yeah, no, it's not. It's like ramen, but it's not ramen.
It's like ramen.
Yeah, it's like ramen. Okay, so we'll move into your next question.
Okay, sorry, we got distracted.
Yeah, it's okay. So the next question is: I've seen in the video that you have the wraps and everything. So, what is the hardest lift that you had, and was there ever a time when you failed an attempt to lift, and then how did you redeem yourself?
Yeah, so I spent 2 years in America coaching and playing football. When I came back from America, I got back into powerlifting, and my first big competition back, I actually ruptured my tricep, which was really bad, and it's still something that I still try to work my way around at the moment. So You it how you come back from that is it's funny you say that it's how you come back from that is that you have got to have a burning desire to be to reach your goal. And I forever had the goal to be the best. And even though that you have like you said the journey and the hurdles within the journey, we've got to put ourselves and we've got to have the right mindset around being able to overcome these sort of things. So literally as soon as I tore my tricep, my mind was thinking, okay, this is definitely torn. What do I need to do in order to be better? How long is this going to take me out? And then how do I get better?
So it was actually for asking for advices. Was it like that
Yeah,
when you?
yeah, seeing doctors and leaning on
Oh,
colleagues and peers who are obviously in the rehabilitative side of things. It's a must, and you've got to have a strong enough will to be able to just every day tick boxes and just take the little wins as best as you can, because the reality is you're not going to be successful um, you know you're not going to make big jumps and big gains every day. You've got to be content with the understanding, the outline of the things that you need to do in order to be better, and then just check those boxes every day.
yeah, yeah. It, yeah, okay, okay. So I have a question. I'm really
Shoot.
curious about this.
Okay.
Have you tried lifting a truck or a car?
Yeah. When I was
Oh,
when I was
Wow.
whoa!
when I was nine, I think it was, how old was I? I was probably 22, 23. I was already quite
That was
Oh,
great.
strong, and we were playing a ball game in the middle of the street, and one of the neighbors had parked their car in the street like really poorly. It was on an angle, so we needed to move the car or get the neighbor to move the car. So I picked up the back end of the car and straightened it up so we could continue to play our game.
That's the stuff you see in superhero movies, like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
yeah,
lifting up cars. 'Cause
like Captain America.
yeah,
It was a
that's
small
me.
car, so it's okay.
No, but it's heavy.
It's still a car.
Yeah, I wish you had a video.
There's a photo. I think I've got a photo somewhere. I'm gonna find the time to post it and make fun of myself because I had long
Okay.
hair back then. I had very long hair back then. It was funny.
Wow, I can't wait for that photo. Okay.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you for
great.
answering this question. I
That's
was
okay.
really curious.
Okay, so obviously powerlifting, you need to expend a lot of energy, right?
Mm, mm,
You burn a lot of calories. What I'm
mm.
interested in is what your diet consists of. Is because everything you put in affects your performance. So
100%.
what kinds of food do you eat? How much food do you need to eat and all
Yeah.
that?
For me, because you've got to be able to align yourself with the right people to be able to support you with the right information. And from years of being a high level athlete, and I think also importantly being a good person, I've been lucky enough where I've been able to work and align myself with really good therapists, nutritionists, dietitians, performance coaches, and things like that. So we've got to have an understanding of how much you need in order to survive, and then how much you need in order for you to recover from training, and then obviously taking into account all the other micro variables that go on through the day. So with all my athletes, with all my lifters, I get them to track all the micros throughout the day. So how's your stress out of 10? How much water have you drunk? What was your sleep like last night? How many steps did you take? All those sort of things need to be accounted for when you obviously outlining your nutrition, because without that, we're not going to recover. And the reality is particularly obviously specific to powerlifting, the game recovery is the name of the game. So if we're not eating enough food, we're not recovering, we're going backwards. If we're going backwards, we're not going to get better. For me specifically, The last prep that I did, which was for big dogs, I was eating on a perfect day. I was eating above 8,000 calories, nearly 9,000 calories. A lot of the food was around, particularly red meats and chickens. And because I'm Filipino, I like rice, and rice and eggs, and that was pretty much it. Some protein powder here and there post workout, but it's working out exactly how much you need in order to be better, and obviously sticking to it. And obviously, from a performance perspective, we need to really work. We need to hone in on that in order to get the most out of ourselves every day.
That's great. They have that down to a science, right?
Yeah, so
Nutrition when it comes to sports.
yeah, and you have to, because a day, for me, a day of like poor eating and or poor sleep is going to have a detrimental effect, particularly in regards to my recovery. If I have a bad sleep, or if I'm too stressed, or I have anxiety around work, and I can't sleep, or those sort of things, I need to take that into account with my training for the next day. With my, the fact that if I, like, for example, if I sleep poorly, I know the next day my digestion is not going to be the same. So I need to maybe pivot and flex around that. Maybe I need to increase my hydration as a result of my poor sleep, and all these sort of things.
Wow, that's amazing. But I have a question. I'm
Sure.
interested. Has there ever been a time when you've been like, because I'm a boxer, and we also follow weight categories.
Yeah, that would
So
be
I
crazy.
need to stick. Yeah, I need to stick to a particular diet, and I need to stick to a good balanced
Mm,
nutritional diet. But then again, there are times when you see a donut or some
Jelly
ice
bean.
cream or something, or
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah,
Has
yeah,
there
yeah.
ever been a time when you've been like,
Oh, always,
I just
always,
want to
always.
grab that donut and eat it?
Yeah, so because with my competition, I'm in a weight class where it's like it's what we call super. So you can be any weight, but you've got to obviously fund performance. There's no point, for me, really restricting calories if I'm pushing myself so hard that I can't recover. If that means, if I need to eat a little bit of junk, then I will. Or if that's a situation where I'm craving something, strong chance I'm probably going to eat it. But for me, the biggest thing is managing stress and managing sleep, so that I have the better willpower to be able to stick to my diet.
Oh wow! Thank you for that.
That's all
Thank you
right.
for
Yeah.
that.
So yes
Yes
to
to
donuts.
Yes, to donuts, Rica.
Amazing,
Hopefully, you
amazing.
don't have to cut too much weight. If you have to cut too much weight, then oh my god.
I do, because I compete in the lightest weight, 105 pounds. So
Oh my god.
I know
Lucky, only 5 foot. Otherwise, there'd be a big problem.
that is true. That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bibi, you were saying something.
Okay, so we have another video of you.
Mm.
So
Oh,
this is from your Instagram also. And
okay.
then I think this is the first time that you met Arnold.
Okay.
Roll video, please.
Okay. It is the first time.
He is
Okay.
younger.
Yeah. Did you see that? But
Yeah, oh, it's so embarrassing now.
how did
Bro, I'm surprised Arnold was still able to hold the mic.
You know what's so funny, man? I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story, bro. Before the comp started, they actually said to us specifically, "Listen, we don't know when Arnold's going to get here, but when he does get there, you're not allowed to touch Arnold. No one is allowed to touch Arnold, right? And I was like, that's fair. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a big deal, you know, fair enough. And I found out later that my mates were the actual the security guards for Arnold, his bodyguards. So it's just funny that I reacted like that. And I really touched Arnold. What were my friends going to do? They're not going to tell me to back off.
But judging by the way you were looking, how you look, bro, I wouldn't go in front of you. I wouldn't touch
probably
you.
not. Probably not. I don't. Yeah, I was obviously, like I said, I was real fired up.
Yeah, he is. It's like, wow. And then he suddenly had that high five clap. It was like,
yeah.
I can imagine how how hurt Arnold's hands for that time.
I feel bad about it. There was a lot of memes after that that came out on the internet around.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta go find it.
Yeah.
I wish I could ask Arnold how his arm felt after you did that.
Yeah.
That's true.
He was okay. He like I met him the next year as well, and he was very nice about it. He was like, "Hey, you're amazing. You're so strong. You're amazing. So good to see you again." So I think in my books, I'm forgiven.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, all right. Thank you so much for that first segment, bro. You passed the first segment, and you're gonna get it for the second segment already.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Again?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Again, bro, we're good friends. I have nothing to do with it.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Anyway,
remember this when I come back.
oh, okay. Anyway, let's take a short break. All right.
Technology allows us to explore a variety of opportunities. So why not grab one for you? Kickstart your online business with Big Benta. Create an account, visit our store builder, then make your online shop. Be visible, gain customers, and run your business hassle-free. Plus, enjoy the support of our local merchandising team to maximize our platform. Make technology work for you with Big Benta, Pinoy e-commerce site made for you. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local.
How well do you know athlete? What is the latest from them today? What are their plans for the future? Check them out when they appear on Getting to Know You, only here at Sports Bytes Philippines.
Well, welcome to our second segment. I think it's time for the fun game. So let's be called on Rica and Thea.
And
Hi,
we're back.
everybody. We're back.
So the floor is yours.
Yes. Okay, so BB, are
I
you
think,
excited?
Yeah, of course, this is the fun and favorite segment of our
Of course.
session. So,
Yes. They
una
don't
natin
know.
patagaling.
Oo nga, they don't know what's coming to them.
True. I prepared my questions.
Okay, sige, let's call back our guest, Mr. GAWAIN Johnston. Hi, welcome back. All right. So,
All right, I'm ready for you guys.
yes,
He's
Thea will
ready.
explain to you the what
Game.
will happen in this segment.
Okay. So I think you're familiar with Would You Rather or This or That.
Sure,
So
sure.
you're just gonna select, and then if you want to explain why you chose that answer, feel free to explain. So don't worry, this is so easy.
Okay.
It's like eating a donut.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
excited.
I
Let's go.
think. Okay, I'll go first, and then next is Rika. So I
Okay.
start
All right.
with Would You Rather. Okay. So, would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house?
No, no, week in the forest for sure. Week in the forest for sure. I don't deal well with ghosts.
Oh, okay. So you're scared with
I don't do
ghosts
it.
and everything.
Yeah, I don't
So
do
you
that.
never.
My Lola scared me as a kid. So like I don't deal well with ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. So no. Let's go.
Is
Let's
your
go to the
Lola
forest.
Filipina?
Yeah, yeah.
They do that.
All
They
my
do.
Lola, and a couple of my titas scared me a lot when I was a kid. So nah, I'm going to the forest by
No,
myself. That's fine.
I couldn't imagine you running away from a ghost.
Absolutely
You-
not. It'd be like a Bugs Bunny cartoon when they run through the wall and it's just the outline. That would be me.
Straight out of the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. No, actually, he'll just bang the door like. "Tuk, tuk, 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 tuk."
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah. All right.
Video.
Okay. Yes. Next. This is for a vacation. This or that.
Okay.
So, beach or mountain?
Nah, beach. 100% beach right now. Why would I go to the mountains?
Like
Nah,
cabin
beach,
in the
beach.
mountain.
Nah, that's really cute and like romantic and things like that. But like, I need a tan. I need some water. I need a beach right now. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to soon. My friends are getting married at at the beginning of 2022 in crap. What's the name of the island again? What's the
In the
famous Filipino
Philippines,
island? Yeah,
Boracay, Cebu.
Boracay. So yeah,
Yeah,
Boracay.
Boracay.
So I'm looking
Wow.
forward to
Wow. Oh,
That
so you're
you're gonna
coming
get your tan.
over?
that. Yeah,
You are gonna get your tan, and it's 50 degrees here right
is it
now.
really?
True.
It's
True.
like
Celsius.
10 degrees here at the moment. It's cold.
Well, not
That's
the
true.
entire Philippines, but
Oh, okay.
that's the hottest it has gone.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Next question. Would you rather communicate only in emoji or never be able to text at all ever again?
Nah, emojis, right? Emojis are the right answer.
Like
I
you're
need to be able to
when
text.
okay.
I need to be able to text. Yeah. So what was the first emojis again? What was the answer for
Uh
emojis?
would you rather communicate only in emojis like the facials or never be able to text at all ever again?
So like my face is like the emoji, or like I'm texting the emojis.
Texting emojis.
Nah,
No, I
text
think
emojis. That'd be fun as. Could you imagine? The
yeah,
question is like your facial expression has to be the emojis.
like how are you? It's like sad.
Yeah, yeah.
Happy.
I feel like I feel like most of my day would be this one. Most of my day would be like that.
Oh no, is it something like that? Yeah. Okay, that was a fan answer. Okay, okay. Really?
Okay, next. This is for movies. So, would you rather watch a drama movie or comedy?
Comedy, comedy, right? I like to laugh.
Yeah.
I like to make fun of
That was
myself.
an easy pick for you. So, you like
Yeah,
comedies.
yeah. But
What kind of
there's
comedies?
I like I like just like serious dramas and things like that. That's really really intriguing as well though. My humor is like I'm like this is embarrassing, but like a lot of the times I could be a freaking child. I'm a child, so stupid comedies. Sometimes I'll find very funny, but I also like really intelligent comedians and things like that as well. So
Balance.
yeah, balance in my laughs.
That's true. What's the silliest movie
Oh,
that
like
you remembered liking?
anything from like Will Ferrell is stupid, but it's hilarious every time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything
Anything
he
he
makes.
says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
That
like
stuff.
even old Adam Sandler is great too because it's stupid but it's hilarious.
It
It
is.
is.
It is.
I'm a big fan of Adam.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
girls know who Adam Sandler is because you guys are way too young to really
Oh
be
no.
No.
fully immersed when he was big. Because when he was big, when I was young, man, he was the best.
Well, what was that? Happy Gilmore,
Happy
right? That
Gilmore,
Yeah.
Big Daddy,
Big
all of it
Yeah.
Daddy's fun.
hilarious. Billy
Yeah.
Madison, classics. These are classics.
Mhm. I like those better actually than his newer ones, the
Yeah,
older.
he made that serious movie when he was the jeweler, which was amazing, but like his comedies recently they kind of suck. But whatever, we still like Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Okay. So next,
Okay. Next question. Would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah. This right. And a
I
hard
like.
one.
I'm content with where I don't have any regrets, but I would like to rewind.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
interesting.
I would like to rewind.
Why?
I don't have any regrets. I don't have regrets, but like I would like to relive some like both good experiences in life
Ah,
and
yeah.
bad experiences in life. I think that's a valuable tool. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Imagine you could
Like,
relive the happiest moments of your life again, right? That'd be so
yeah.
beautiful.
Like, be able
Yeah,
to be with someone or
yeah,
happen or something like in your video when you first won your record of like the feeling
right,
like
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree,
would say
with
rewind.
you. All right. Okay.
okay.
Next question.
Yes. My next question is gin or whiskey?
Whiskey. This is easy.
You're a whiskey guy.
Brian knows I'm a whiskey guy. I do like a gin and tonic every now and then in the summer because it's very refreshing. But I'm my staple, my go-to is whiskey.
Okay. But during competitions, of course, you can't have a drink. Right?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
High five.
I'm not meant to. I'm not meant to. I'm not meant to.
Yeah. But okay, so that's good to know. Any particular kind that you like?
I'm really lucky because Australia has like some really great distilleries here. So anything out of Tasmania is really really good, which is
Oh,
a state of Australia. Um, but I also really enjoy Japanese whiskies as well. Any of the hibikis that you can't really get anymore. Yamazakis are also a wonderful drop as well. I don't know if Brian had said anything to you guys, but like I also love and enjoy smoking cigars. So I look to when I get some spare time.
I
I
saw
look to
that in
pair
your, I think
Instagram.
Instagram or
Yeah. So
yeah,
I
you have like
pair
those cigars.
yeah. So I pair those cigars with like a whiskey, or I pair those cigars with like a chocolate or something like that. And look to just like enjoy the experience.
Sorry, BB. I just have this question. I've never tried this cigar, but a lot of people like Michael Jordan loves cigars, and
All the greatest people
all the
smoke
greatest
cigars.
people love cigars. What's with cigars?
I'll tell
What?
you.
Yes. Okay.
Number one, it's an acquired taste. Okay. And number two, it's the experience. Right? It's the journey that you take when you smoke a cigar. It's taking the time, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, depending on the cigar, and enjoying the journey of the entire stick, right? And then obviously an opportunity for you to be introspective about whatever is going on with your life. It's an opportunity to sort of just like sit, be still, be with yourself, be with your own thoughts. And it's that the flavoring of the experience of the stick is intertwining with whatever it is that you're looking to do, whether it's drink coffee, smoke, drink whiskey, eat chocolate, or even just ponder and think and enjoy company. That's why. That's the allure. That allure, that experience is very addictive.
Sounds amazing. We
Yeah.
gotta try that. I gotta try
But
that.
it's an acquired taste. So like, no, I can appreciate the fact that not everyone will enjoy it.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Okay, my next question is this or that. Flying
Okay.
cockroach or rat?
Yuck. What are my? No, they're both gross. How big is the rat?
A small one.
Small
Let's
one.
say a
I think I'm
small
going
one.
with rat. I think I'm going with
Oh.
rat because, like, just the thought of what is my cockroach? I can't deal with it. No, I can't deal. Cockroaches
Like a
and
flying
maggots.
cockroach.
I can't deal with it.
Okay. Can I imagine you? Like, have you experienced like encountering the flying cockroach?
Yeah.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Just fly past. Like, nope, I'm out of here. I'm later.
Okay. 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 I'm okay.
okay.
I kept imagining. I'm sorry. Next question.
Okay. Yes, my turn. Comic books or novels?
Nah, I'm a novels. I'm a novels. Young me would have said comic books, but I really put a lot of value into novels, and particularly anything that will make me think outside the box.
Wow. Which is
Wow.
one? What was the latest that stuck?
I just finished, like for example, I just finished Gary Vaynerchuk's book. I'm about to reread Simon Sinek's book again. And there's another book that I've got recently, which I haven't started yet. It's predominantly around not how to, but it's predominantly around gratefulness
Wow.
and
So,
the positive effects of gratefulness on your mental state and how you can use that to be a better person, really.
wow, gratefulness. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you.
But I do like
So
comic books.
last.
Like I can't not say that. I mean, comic books are dope, but like I can't sit down and read a comic book. I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, um it's kind of like a seasonal thing, you mean? Like you can
Mm, mm,
enjoy once in a while.
mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I can't like I'm at a point in my life now where I'm like, if I'm gonna spend an hour doing something for myself, it better be something that it better be useful. You know what I mean? I get really antsy about like taking time and for myself where it's not going to be beneficial to me just because there's not enough hours in the day anymore.
I
Yeah.
get that. When
True.
when you turn a certain age, like for me, when I turned a certain age, like past 30, I feel like every moment
Yeah, I need every minute, man.
counts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. All right. Okay.
All right. For my last question. Last
Okay,
question for this segment.
Here
Okay.
we go.
Here we go. Whitney or Mariah Carey songs?
Oh shoot. That's
This is
tough.
hard. Yeah, it's
That's
tough.
tough.
And you gotta sing a song. And you choose one, okay?
um, what's that? Crap. You know what? I reckon you have to go with Whitney Houston. Just by like, I think because Whitney Houston is an OG. she's an original, right? She's an original diva, and I don't think there is Mariah Carey if there was no Whitney Houston. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like
does.
it would be the
Did you
same.
cry when Whitney passed away? Did you feel sad?
I cried in the movie when she passed away.
Bodyguard. What
In the
movie is
Bodyguard.
that? In the Bodyguard.
Bodyguard. Okay.
Yeah.
BD. So he chose with me. Can we get a sample?
Yeah. Any Whitney song.
Any Whitney song? You know, what's a Whitney song? What's the name of Whitney song?
Run to You. That's from
What's
Bodyguard.
Run to You? Oh, is it? I'm a terrible singer. I'm a very the Filipino genes for me to be able to sing. It didn't come to me. It may have went to my brother.
I heard you were a great singer.
Whatever Brian tells you is a lie.
Okay.
I'm a great singer. I'm a great singer if we're all drunk. That's fine.
If you
Oh,
have the
karaoke.
whiskey.
Yeah,
Karaoke
exactly
night.
right.
Right.
If we
Yeah.
all have the whiskey.
Not just you, okay?
Yeah.
Right. So BD, I think he's not gonna give us a sample, so I think it's time for us to end the segment. So you have passed the segment. Thank you so much for answering the questions. Yay! I hope you had fun.
Yay.
So
I'm
BD, we're
happy
gonna
to
go.
pass.
Yeah. Was it tough? Not really.
Nah, we're good. We're all homies, so it's all good.
All right. So we're gonna go to a short break again, and then we're gonna go to another segment. Thank you.
No worries.
An online program that takes you to all corners of beauty and lifestyle. This is Beauty in a Box, providing insights on how beauty and lifestyle of all kinds will be of help to everyone, may it be in their professional or personal lives, by improving one's confidence. Beauty in a Box, every Saturday, 1 p.m. Philippine time, hosted by certified makeup artist and beauty enthusiast, Aaliyah Ambre. Beauty in a Box, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erica Mizon. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
It's time to feed your mind. It's time to know the real answer. It's time to be aware. Information that you need to know, straight from the experts. Timely, reliable, and relevant. Different sides of issues and from different walks of life. All of them with questions that demand answers. Here in the Conversations with Chester Kidlat, every Sunday at 10 a.m. Only here in Big Media. For harnessing luck and success in doing business, this is Philippine Business Feng Shui at your service. Sa ikaunlad ng bayan, Feng Shui ang kailangan. Hosted by your partner in luck, Master Aldrich Dalumpines. Every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. See you on our next learning modules for luck in business. Only here on Big Media. It takes a special skill to get anyone to open up. What secrets will they reveal? What revelations will they offer? No controversies, no sensationalism, just straight from the guest's mouth on Sports Bites, no holds barred.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Well, we're here in the final segment, and I still can't stop laughing. Going, please don't hate me for this. But first, let's call back on my two co-hosts, my naughty co-hosts.
Naughty.
Why you call us naughty?
You had fun, Direct, right?
Yeah.
Even in the backstage, I was laughing, and let's call on going.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Bro, I had no idea what was going on, but I was really laughing like crazy back there.
They were dental, so it was okay.
All right. All right, bro. Congratulations. You reached the third and final segment.
Thank you.
But this time, we're going to ask something. Well, I don't know what they're going to ask again, but I have my own questions.
Okay.
Well, my questions is more on what what Anna told me. Those things again.
Oh God, I don't remember. But I know
Okay.
it's bad.
All right. Anyway, girls, go ahead. Throw the first questions. I'll take the rear end.
Okay. I'll start. So you just said a while ago that powerlifting is for everybody. So you don't have to be a certain height or a certain weight. But what does it take? I mean, like mentally, psychologically, and physically. What do you need to have to be able to be a good and successful powerlifter?
Mm. I think the answer lies in a very general response, in the sense that what does it take to be a very good anything, and it takes passion. You need to be passionate about what you're doing, and you need to be passionate around all the things that are involved in that. You need to be passionate, like for myself, you need to be passionate around around your recovery, around your nutrition, around your activity, around the execution of your lifts, and doing the things that you need to do every day in order to be better day by day, because the accumulation of that is what obviously will separate you from your competition. And it's the same with any other sport. If there's someone else on the planet that's doing things better than me, they will beat me. It's that simple.
That's interesting. So a lot of it has to do with your passion and of course your mental strength.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just
Mental, you've got
I'm
to have
just
that, the toughness around it as well, because they definitely going to be. You've got to be resilient, because there are going to be days where things are going to feel like crap. And it's you need to have that mental fortitude to be aware of the fact that, yeah, it's meant to feel heavy. I'm meant to feel not great right now, because I am where I'm meant to be. This is a part of the plan.
okay. You talk about sorry, just to follow up. You talk about mental fortitude. Is that something that you've always had when you were young, or was that something that you kind of like developed
No,
as you
no,
went along?
it was something that I was like, I was dropped into by my own choices, because I was pretty lucky that um, the family that I did have, and the support of my parents and my siblings, to do the things that I really wanted to do. But it wasn't really until 2000, 2000 what, 2013, 2014, somewhere there, when I lived in America for 2 years, where there was a lot, pretty much 2 years straight worth of rejection and being told that you're not good enough. That builds resilience, right? That the entire time shaped me into the man that I'm in today. It was the platform for all of this, right? Without that experience, I wouldn't be in this conversation with you today, because I wouldn't have had the effect and the experiences and the conversations that I have had, to be able to pass this on and have these conversations with you.
All right, thank you for that.
Okay. For me, Next question is, what are the risks in powerlifting?
The apart from the obvious ones, like you're lifting weights, you're doing things that the body is not probably not meant to be able to do, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's risk of injury. You know, there's risk of at the elite level, there's risk of health issues because you are pushing yourself to the absolute maximum a lot of the time, right? You're pushing
Mhm.
yourself. You're actually pushing yourself to the point where your body has never been before,
Yeah.
right? So if you take a grasp of that, like, of course, there's going to be some sort of detrimental, but also positive effects of that, and that's essentially what we're trying to condition our body towards. You know, the physical issues. Yeah, I understand that, but um, there's going to be physical detriments, but there's also going to be, you know, positive
Yeah.
detriments as well. Like the injuries that may come potentially offset by, you know, by the things that you do achieve. There may be great
Mhm.
injury, but there also may be just flat out greatness as well.
Mm, okay. So in your part, what were your preparations to avoid the injuries?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do a lot of extensive prehabilitation work, a lot of activation work. Like I was saying to you before, I'm lucky enough where I have the accessibility to really great physical therapists and really great um, minds around rehabilitation, prehabilitation, and human performance. So I'm lucky that I have access to those people that I've, you know, had my own in-depth training, learnings, experiences around that. In order to prevent myself from putting myself in a position where I may be vulnerable and get hurt.
So it's very important to have your own group, like people that can really support you and
Your
advise
crew,
you, and yeah, the crew.
you gotta have a good crew.
So it's not just you. It's
No,
the whole team. It's the
it
effort of the
never
whole
is.
team.
Yeah, it's the whole team. It's the physios, it's the osteos, it's the chiros, the nutritionists, the recovery sponsors, the everything sponsors, the gym sponsors, the clothing sponsors, everything. Everyone helps. Everyone
Everyone, yeah.
invests. Everyone invests in you.
Okay, thank you so much for answering the question. It's a great advice for everyone. I mean, especially here in Philippines, I think support system is very important. The crew,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
diba direct?
Yeah, that's especially powerlifting seems like boxing. It's a lonely sport. It's just you. It's
Mm.
just
Yeah,
you.
It's just you in the ring. It's just you in the platform. But for camp, man, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
Everyone needs to be all in.
everyone. All right.
thank you.
Okay. Now I have a question. You said a while ago that you were also a banker. So
Yep.
I'm just curious how you balance that other part of your life. Obviously, your day job as a banker,
Yeah.
and then after that you turn into the strongest man.
Yeah.
How does that transition
It kind of it kind of doesn't because um, my job, I'm at a level in my career in banking where it's very, very stressful. It's one of those things where I typically don't get the opportunity to switch off a lot of the time. I really could be working right now, but I need to be able to set my own boundaries around this thing. So I use you know, my passion around lifting and helping others as a means to detach from the banking side of things, because obviously my passion is around human improvement. It's the driver for why I do the things that I do every day, and it's also put me in a position in my career where I can, you know, support my family, support myself, and support these endeavors. So as soon as the opportunity arises that I can leave the office, I'm out, and my mind's straight back onto, okay, what do I need to do in order to be better today? I've got to train, I've got to eat, I've got to do whatever it is I need to do.
I like what you said about boundaries. It's um, juggling a lot of things at the same time. Sometimes
Yeah,
get boundaries. And
you got to set boundaries.
how exactly do you do that? How do you have like the mental fortitude to say no to the things that you have to say no to, and to say yes to the things that are more important?
Yeah, it takes experience, right? Because I've been in positions where work is overwhelming, and I've been in situations where work has definitely hindered my preparation for competitions, and it just takes a decision for you from yourself to be like, no, no, the value that I put into the things that I'm doing outside of work are a lot more than what I'm actually enabling it to be. So I need to be able to set that boundary so I can invest in myself, because the reality is the things that I'm doing outside the bank is investing in me, and there's no point in just 100% focus in my career if I'm not putting anything back into myself.
That's great. That's really great advice. Thank you.
Okay. Since you have a day job, a banker, and I also heard that you have your own shirt business. Is
This
it
is what
right?
yeah, so like this is something that I've been working on. I think I'll probably be in the banking industry for another 12 months, I reckon, and then I'll be done. Because my passion for human improvement, human performance is growing and growing and growing. And just like literally, as I said, if I don't set boundaries around what I'm doing, then my passion can never be fulfilled. And that's what I believe I was put on this planet to do, is to be able to speak to you guys and speak to many, many others and do those sort of things. But I need to be able to put myself in a position where I can fiscally support that. And that comes from coaching, that comes from speaking, that comes from, from clothing and things like that,
Oh,
right? All
Wow,
those sort
is
of
that
things.
your clothing?
That's one of the shirts, yeah. So I have
that's
a shirt
amazing.
for
Yeah.
I have a
For
shirt
Brian.
for my my non-athletes, the guys that are not the guys and girls that I coach. If they coach by me, they get a little special shirt that only a certain few have the right to be able to wear. So, but these ones in particular, these are the ones that are related to the general public, which will be hopefully released in the next couple of weeks.
I want
Next.
one.
I'll get you one, but
Me
I'll get you three.
too.
Me
I'll hook
three.
you guys up.
Yay!
It was
Yay.
this was around like one of my mantras. We talked about before. It's just taking the daily things that we need to do, and just compiling them day to day and just executing, just doing your job.
Yeah. It's all your mottos in life on that shirt.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Especially the eat one.
Yeah, same.
Same. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Bro,
Right, correct.
You can ask Thea why she asked you that question.
Why?
Right there.
Nothing. No, I'm
Because
just interested in in shirt businesses also, and I
yeah,
really love shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that that I am too interested in. But it's also the way that I sort of tackled it. I think is a little bit different, because I think people just flog shirts. They just look to sell shirts as opposed to selling and enabling a culture, which is what my business is generated around from.
all right. So I think it's my turn to ask, bro.
Ask me,
And
man.
you know where the questions are coming from. Well, first off, I forgot, how's the love life? How's the girlfriend? I forgot. Sorry, I'm gonna ask you again.
My love life is okay right now. It was a topsy turvy the first and last times we spoke, but I'm good right now. I'm good. I wouldn't say that I'm in a relationship. I would say that I'm good. I don't want to jinx it.
All right. So I've been being surprised. I've been surprised the past months by my friends up abroad who have been getting married. Is there
No,
any plans
not
ahead?
yet, man. Not yet. We've got a lot of things that we would have to do in order to get there first. But
All right.
that is definitely something that would be on the cards in the next few years, I reckon.
All right. Don't surprise me because a lot of friends have surprised me the past
I would
months
never do that.
already.
I would never do that.
Anyway, getting a bit serious, bro.
Okay.
This is something that everybody's dealing with right now because of the pandemic. We're all holed up in at home, and
Yep.
I know you handled this before. I think I asked you this before. Have you had any cases of depression lately, or how are you handling everything?
Yeah. My mental health is something that I've always been an advocate and comfortable talking around. I know that myself that I definitely do suffer from bouts of anxiety and stress and depression, just like everyone else. Um, Again, we need to step away at times because things are overwhelming, and we need to recognize the fact that we are supported by like we were talking about before, we're supported by the right people around us to be able to enable us to be who we are, remind us of who we are. There are a few triggers that I know with myself that are prevalent when I do go through phases of depression. Times where I'm like overwhelmed with work, combined with poor sleep and that sort of thing, or things aren't going the right way, or with all those sort of things. The opportunity then to then reinvest in myself and be aware of that by training or reading or doing things that make me happy. Avenues that I do take to obviously overcome those sort of things. And it's something that we can shed light on. And it's something that's becoming more prevalent, particularly nowadays around the advocacy around mental health and the proponents for worldwide mental health.
All right, bro. And my last one. What do you miss about the Philippines?
Man, I miss you, bro.
Of course.
Man, what do I miss the most? It's funny you say that because I was in the back room while the ads were on, and like the
Mhm.
ads were playing, and I'm like, man, I miss even just listening to ads. You know what I mean? I just miss being home. I
Mhm.
miss being home. I miss being around like-minded people. I miss the food. I miss everything. I miss everything.
Well, hopefully you'll be back here soon once everything is.
I
I think
will.
I think, and we'll have the two girls with us with tobacco. Alert, alert. By the way, going if we smoke tobacco, don't expect Thea to be sitting with us.
Oh, she's anti-tobacco.
Anything with smoke.
Okay. You don't have to smoke. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy the
That's
experience. That's all.
I don't know. I have my doubts that Thea will want that.
I'll just stay on the far corner while you guys smoke. I'm like, hey guys.
That's perfectly
I know
fine.
what I mean. Well, anyway, bro, it's been great. Thank you for accepting my invite again, even on
Always. I
short
always have
notice.
time for you. I always have
Uh,
time for you, bro.
that's why I love you, bro. So before we end it, bro, I'd like to give you the floor. Maybe you'd like to your final words, or if you want to greet anybody or promote anything, now's your chance.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say apart from the things that I've already said. We've said so much in this past hour and a half. I think that particularly the country, the Philippines, is one that is on its way up. I think that our people particularly obviously me referencing our fitness communities, an extension of that being all Filipino people are in a position where we're about to go up a level. I think that we have so many opportunities to be able to better ourselves and to grow with whatever sort of facet it may be, business, career, education, sports. But the reality is that we need to just make the decisions for ourselves and just choose to be great and choose to do our jobs and move forward.
All right. Thank you so much, bro. So I'll just give my co-host the chance to also say their goodbyes and the final words. Let's start with Thea.
Hi, thank you. I would like to say thank you, Sir Gawain, for sharing your thoughts and giving inspirational message to a lot of young athletes and everyone, for everyone actually. And of course, thank you, Derek, and thank you, Mom Rika. And thank you to my family, to my mom. She's actually watching. And
Hi, Ma.
yeah. So thank you also to CrossFit.ph, and thank you, my little kitchen. And yes, please do follow my page, Thea Cenarosa, in Facebook, and then my Instagram, Thea Cenarosa. And hello kay Ate Angie, Liz, and Mama, and Ate, and Mom. Thank you.
All right. She's gonna guest you, bro. She's gonna have her own show.
I'm planning, but soon.
Okay.
Oh, she will. I'm the one behind it. Anyway, okay. Let's hear it from Rika.
Yes, thank you, Direct Brian. Thank you, Thea, for this opportunity to again be here. And of course, thank you, Gawain, for your inspiring message and your inspiring story. Everything that you stand for is just really great and amazing and very inspiring. And I'm sure the viewers are also inspired by everything that we talked about here today. And also, thank you to the viewers of Sports Bites for continually supporting and watching our episodes. Thank you very much. And also to my mga ka-Dynamite, the Baby Dynamite supporters, thank you for supporting me. And please follow my page, Rica, Baby Dynamite Aquino, and also my Instagram, Rica.Aquino. And stay safe, everybody. And we hope to see you again in our next episode.
All right. As for me, thank you, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this episode again with a very good and dear friend. He may look fierce, but believe me, he's gentle as can be. I've proven that. All right. On that note, please catch us on our next episodes. We will be having more special guests who can inspire and share their good stories like Gawain. On that note, good night, everybody, and have a safe day, a safe night ahead. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe.
Tune in and listen to the special guests on Sports Bites Philippines, the show that gives athletes and group a neutral platform for their opinion without creating controversies. Get the latest update, happenings, and what is in store in different sports. Brought to you by Big Media Productions and Sports Bites Philippines. Join us every Wednesdays and Sundays from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. via our media casting channels.